That's just how it works. That's because he's commanding again, because it usually puts us on one of the side's commanders
Yeah.
before the round to begin. So, you want to do the brief this time since I did it last time?
Sure. This was a lot shorter. Holy shit, Despacito. Background. Bundeswehr soldiers are deployed to capture 3 important positions along the river. Area of operations, narrow and in some places shallow river spanning across the entire AO. No mission-specific rules. Game mode, Search and Destroy. They have 3 caches to destroy. They all look like that with a big old camo net going over them. And they need to either blow them up with explosives, GLs, grenades, or just mag dump the shit out of it.
Right.
Mission variables: 15-minute time limit, 15-minute safe start. Defenders get 125 45 points and 850 meter view distance. Matt, Blue 4 gets Moz. Op 4 gets RPG 32s this time. Very nice.
Only AT rounds.
Yeah. Yes, good eye. Blue 4 going to be rocking German Bundeswehr camo, which is a Flecktarn camouflage. Personal favorite of every loner in high school.
Red Oak Glory.
And we see them using a bunch of 416s. We see MP7s, stuff like that. Overall loadouts. Yep. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Not 416s. G36s. We got KVs and C models. FN Mini-Me's, which are just 249s, and then MG3s in 7.62 NATO. Those things are killer. That's going to be an M72 Law. Recon Sniper gets an M2010 ESR. And the supporting team gets either the M14 EBR or an MP7. And then crew gets either a G36 or an MP7. No crew-served weapons. Assets, they have 8 transport trucks unarmored because of those wide windows. 2, I want to say these are the up-armored Humvees. We'll take a closer look when we see them.
I think and Scandinavia doesn't allow that
2
stuff,
HMG Land Rovers with M2s on them. Op 4 are going to be using Russian Spetsnaz Gorkas, so just kind of a basic olive drab kind of camouflage with Altons on their heads. That should make PID fairly easy. Loadout going to be classic. Actually, a bit of an upgrade this time. AK-74 MRs, M's and MRs. So just M just means modernized. So something a little bit fancier.
I've never seen that many primary weapons.
Right?
Usually it's only 2. It's down to 4 now. Barb?
Sorry, I had to talk to someone.
Oh, you're good. You're
good. Support gets either LMGs get the RPK and MMGs get the PKP. Lat is going to be the RPG-26. Sniper gets a T5000. And then, like last time, the supporting team gets either an AKS with a 45 round mags or an AS Val. Crew gets a PP2K or an AKS 74UN. Assets, they get 1 Vodnik unarmed, 3 Gaz 66s, and 2 UAZ Dishkums. All right, let's go over roster, and I'll hit the AOs. Let's start with Blue 4.
Okay. Blue 4 is going to be commanded by Vagrant. Maz is the 2IC. Army Jesus is going to be commanding X-Ray. Flux as the medic. King taking the sniper role. Mike L taking the 2IC role. Cake here is going to be a suppressed MP7 gunner, and Lorenzo also taking a suppressed MP7. Interesting choices here. Dreek taking Alpha HQ lead with Miller as a dedicated vehicle crewman. Alpha 1 being led by Cool Breeze with Poe, Fist, Warwick, Wheaton, Martin, and Wikisan. Under him, Patriot leading Alpha 2 with Olaf, EK, Snatch Goblin, Barnes, Squeaks, and Mackenzie under him. Bravo HQ being led by Arking, with Banks leading Bravo 1. Looks like they merged Bravo 1 and Bravo 2, though. So it's Banks, Swola, Blam, Shut, Circles, Jorkro, Wolfie, Genry, Fetty, Wise, Wayne, Zombie Sniper, Juan, Diego, and Chaos Artisan leading Delta HQ. Delta 1 being led by Geary with Korvac, Corvo, Muniz, Sharky, and Bannister. Delta 2 being led by Lurch with Stretch, Nuclear Goat, Mito, Catnip, and Seven under him. And then Charlie HQ, they've just merged, I think, Charlie HQ with Charlie 1, with Lolo leading Sam, Tiger, Seismo, Revanche, Dooley, and Chow all together. Interesting choices there. Pierce commanding again in Op 4. Disclaimer, he's commanded 3 times tonight. He has lost both of those previous 2 rounds, so let's see if he can bounce back. Stack Pro leading X-Ray.
Number 3.
Okay. With Thyrab as the medic. Killer Wolf taking the T5000. Appa looks like he is the 2IC because he has that AK modernized there. Drago taking a suppressed AKS with those 45-round banana mags, and Kermit taking the AKS as well. For those who don't know, Kermit is Falcon, by the way. G-Legs is going to be leading...
Said hi-ho, neighbor.
G-Legs is leading Alpha HQ. Collins leading Alpha 2 with Fez, Kevin, Bad Reki, Dylan, and Dalto. Bravo 1B led by Grav with Iander with an AT roll with a folded AK. That's funny. With Lash, Green Shade, Cindy, and Legs 2 under him. Tech leading Bravo 2 with Farks, Typical, Buster, Slyzile, Arcor, and Ace. Nielsen leading Charlie HQ, Montgomery leading Charlie 1 with Chine, Herb, Sablon, Eagle, Sprawlden, and Bates under him. Choland leading Charlie 2 with Norris with a machine gun. Yes! Alright, I always love to see him with that MG roll. Let's see what he's capable of doing tonight. With Kernshot, Lebroni, Danny, and Nikolai also with him under Choland. Saddam leading Delta HQ, Delta 1B led by Azuki with Stoughton Bay, Hanivar, Thomas, Borovic, and N1 under him. Delta 2 has Sideways, it just says side there because he has a massive amount of underscores. Despacito himself, Nomad with No Dad, Timex, Sayak, and Sushi all under side, and then Steve as Bravo HQ leader. I love Steve. That seems to be it for the roster.
Yeah, all right. Do you want to go over the AOs, or do you want me to?
Go ahead.
All right, so 3 caches means 3 AOs. We got one over here by, on the eastern side, by Milan Mirki. We got a nice little kind of prefab.
Gloria, if you used a credit card, check the credit card because sometimes they get flagged as
on each
fraud.
side of the river. This
tap
one,
out real quick.
I wouldn't be surprised if they abandon one. Or this one. We usually see at least one objective abandoned when there's 3 of them.
Yeah, I didn't go
or
through on my end, buddy. From what I can see.
So this one, we got large fields to the north and northeast. All that tree line, those houses, very easy for Blue Ford to set up in and provide base of fire onto these objectives. So would I be surprised if they abandon this one? In fact, you could actually see the cache from the northeast tree line. So if they get the angle just right and are able to communicate it, I could totally see Lad or Matt able to just sink a shot right through the entrance of that tent right there.
So round 1, it's funny that you bring that up. Defenders had a really great AO to defend, but they really cucked themselves on the numbers. But that's besides the point. BTRs on the attacking crew were able to basically go outside of the buildings that the caches were and just snipe the caches with 14.5 millimeter. It was pretty funny. So I bring that up. Oh, he muted himself. Okay.
Sorry. Same deal. I apologize.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just talking that BTRs were able to snipe the caches from the outside of the AOs there. So sorry.
No. You were good.
You want to continue with the AOs, or should I pick it up?
I can take it.
Go ahead.
For reference, I won't say specifics, but if you are in the mission, please do not watch the streams. That is all.
Is Sharky still watching?
Yeah, he's fresh.
Sharky.
He just doesn't know better. It's not malicious.
No, that's fine. We've seen that happen a few times. We're not narcs.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff on his mind. So yeah. Anyway, center one here. We have a half-destroyed church and a couple buildings here, and then on the other side of the bridge, a more tightly packed little base here with some medical tents, cargo bases, that kind of thing. This one isn't bad, but I'm a little more concerned about the close proximity of these the forests. If they were to push out a little bit, maybe set up looking. Well, I guess I don't really have to. Oh, they do have to worry about the southern approach, don't they? This one wouldn't be too bad to defend, and it looks like they will be choosing to defend this one. I would definitely be worried about the southern approaches, as well as stuff coming in from the more western side. With those more wide open plains, but they should be able to spot anything coming from the west, and then they shouldn't have to worry about anything from the north until shit's already foobar. You know what I mean?
Well, you gotta also consider Blue Fort can spawn in 3 separate locations here and come from pretty much any direction, so it's really tough to defend AOs where you know that the enemy can come from pretty much anywhere. So you want to go for full 360 coverage, which also, not gonna lie, FNF kind of lacks that, and that's how they get flanked a lot, so it's tough to call.
Yeah, usually it just becomes confusing because it is a lot different than obviously it's a lot different from playing against AI. You have to deal with someone who's actually intelligent and not just artificially so. And yeah, we see a lot of flanks, a lot of diversions, and in an area like AO like this, where it's a very circular AO compared to the last one, where it's much more linear, we could definitely see. I would definitely put my money on BLUFOR to, as long as they use their cards and play them right, use what mobility they have to attack from unexpected
Real quick though, real quick.
directions.
They are
Yeah.
dismounting from the southern sector. They're taking the flagpole. They are going to do a full 360 coverage of the northwestern area.
Oh, I see. So they're doing well.
More
We do have some
bears.
people still moving around south. I think they're just grabbing the VIX and gonna bring them from north because they can't take the VIX with them. So that does make sense. And in that case, let's take a look at that northern one. So yeah,
It's a lot better.
yeah, we have much taller
Big
buildings,
open
much
areas
more
here.
spread out.
bears.
Lots of open terrain, but it's not just flat fields. We have some rolling hills to work with, as well as we're seeing the reinforcements going down and some H barriers, watchtowers over here on the southwestern side. And yeah, lots of good vantage points looking north.
I'll throw the
looking
third bear in for
northeast,
free because that
looking
would be
south,
18 times.
southwest. Very good.
Which would be
views all
54,
around.
but
They do
I'll
have this
throw in the
bridge
third bear for
going
free.
over, kind of like acting like a dam, which does make them susceptible to attacks from the east and north. But
I'm just going to have a
given
giant
the,
bear charge.
dense foliage. I think as long as they set up a team out here, which it looks like they might
Guys, just
do,
buy a shit ton of
they should
bears so
be
I can
good
literally
on
have a
that
bear
approach.
charge. All right, that's going to
But
be funny
yeah,
as
this
fuck.
one, honestly, as far as position is concerned, this one is a little bit more tucked away in a quote-unquote corner of the map or of the AO. So the BLUFOR has fewer options to attack, and Red 4 has fewer things to worry about defending. Like, they don't have to worry about their northwest quite as much because of the fact that BLUFOR
Bears is
isn't
an actual
likely gonna
Daisy
be coming
Bears,
from the
Yasuhiro.
northwest, just given the proximity of the border of the AO. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just with Op4, I mean, you're already seeing them form these nice defensive lines with their build points here. They're really going to try to hunker down these open areas. I know one weakness I've seen occasionally is BLUFOR utilizing the riverbed, but the riverbed has a few angles where people on the rooftops of where you see Platoon HQ and Delta on can already get some sightlines on the western bank that then turns into the northern one as it curves in. So I feel like this is the best AO choice out of all of them. And then even with the forested route to the northeast, you are still throttled on this bridge. So Op4 going all eggs in one basket here, I think is going to be a great call. And again, as you said, Op4 are keeping a few guys down south just to drive the vehicles up north to completely hunker this AO down. I think it's a good call.
Yeah, I agree as well, and that's a really good point about the bridge. This river, you can't really see it too well from the map, but you can see where the bridges dot all alongside it. Some of them are big enough to transport vehicles. Some are smaller, wooden ones. But yeah, BLUFOR, because their vehicles all spawn in the northeast,
Whatever it
they're
takes
gonna
to
have
kill Falcon. Yeah, right?
probably
Remember,
cross
no
over
Falcon.
into Joki.
What team's Falcon on? It's a
and
PvE
cross over
event, so you
there.
got to try to kill them all.
And then attack from the west or south if they wanted to have their
But we need more
vehicles to be
bears.
more effective.
We need more bears, guys. Now, the one thing that slightly concerns me, though, is Op4, they're not going to cross the river to the southwest and go up. They're instead going to go up on the eastern bank here. So I'm not sure if they're going to deploy the vehicles in the trenches. I already see a vehicle trench dug to the south, but there's a tree in the way. So I don't know if they think that the dam bridge they can drive up on, but there is a stairwell on it, which is going to make driving on it virtually impossible. There's a small wooden bridge to the north and south that they could then take to quickly correct that mistake. But if they're going to
Stairwell?
try to... Yeah, look at the dam and look at the northeastern side.
Oh,
Yeah.
good eye. I did
So,
not notice that.
I don't think
Yeah.
Op4 notices it either, because I would assume they want to use those open those Vics, especially the ones with guns, in the open fields. But I think there's a bit of a miscommunication going on here. But we'll see how they react to this, if what they do based off of that. So if they try to drive up to that bridge and then realize it's there, you're probably going to see them either go further north or south. But just means the vehicles are going to be misplayed slightly in the beginning, but quick correction.
Yeah, I think No, I think that's okay even if Red 4 keeps all their vehicles on the western side. Oh, no, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, now I understand. Yeah.
We're
So
starting to shoot
that's-
out the windows here.
Yeah, they're actually having shots go over the vehicles as they're driving in. But yeah, no, that I mean, I could maybe the UAZ might be able to climb that, but those gases, no
Why
way.
risk
They're
it?
just too
Why
long.
risk it? You're just
Yeah, why
gonna.
risk
You're
it?
asking for something to be armored at that point, in my opinion.
You're absolutely right. So yeah, they may have to just double back and go around, which might be a little rough. But yeah, they could also still go to that wooden bridge and probably be okay with those gases.
Here come the
Yeah.
Vicks. They're taking rights here. You got the gas now coming over.
And honestly, with this damn bridge, the only building that can really deal with the crossing, well, no, both of these buildings right here on the riverside can deal with them, but the two-story that all the infantry is in is definitely going to be the better one. So I
Yeah.
think they've made the right choice there. Otherwise, Blue 4, they're taking their measured approach. They're, of course, they don't know nothing, as it should be. But no, they're gonna approach with caution.
BRB, 1 second.
Yeah, sure. So Blue 4 trying to. I think they're hitting a lot of these objectives at the same time, and kind of similar to what we saw with the first round of NA. Blue 4 is dismounting and moving on foot, but unlike the last one, they have a lot more urban area to go to, a lot more spots to be worried about. Plus, they're taking things, I'd say, at a lot more measured approach. Like I said, Milmaki, maybe, is getting steadily approached. They're a few hundred meters away, but yeah, the other two caches, they're just taking their time. They've got 50 minutes to take these. They don't need to rush it. And yeah, I think they're going to be more worried about a counter push from Pierce, but in his commanding style, but not this time. We've seen that before, and Leo can talk about it probably a bit better when he gets back. But
Yeah, sorry, she did a grocery run today, and apparently we forgot to put some of the cold stuff away. So,
ooh,
Yeah.
rip. But I was just saying, Blue 4 is being very cautious with their approaches, possibly in being
big F.
considerate of a counter push from Pierce's defensive commanding style, which we've seen before, and where, because the whole thing with Pierce is, and again, you can talk more about this, I'm sure, but Pierce
Has weird strategies.
he has weird strategies.
This one I think
Sometimes
is gonna
those
work,
weird
though.
strategies are good. Sometimes his weird strategies are not good. In this case,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
life.
from what I've seen so far, his weird strategy, this strategy isn't even weird. It's just a good strategy. He's consolidated his forces across a pretty wide AO. Like if one,
It doesn't sink though. That's the good part.
the center cache were to get struck first,
It was
the other two caches would be,
send
it'd
in
take a good while for them to
temperature
even
proof
send
bag, so.
reinforcements if they
Been
wanted
away
to.
for a few weeks. Missed my
So I
FNF
think this
fix.
is a much more appropriate use
Did I
of
miss
the
anything in
AO
terms of pre-orders,
and
guys, by the way?
his resources. I'm just concerned about like, and again, this is a very circular and open-ended AO, whereas the last one was more linear. And with the last AO, we saw a very effective don't break defense.
Right. Thanks,
This
Shadow.
one, you got a couple lines going. We've got the exterior defense and then the interior defense, but I'm concerned as to how that Red 4's ability to bend and to kind of roll with the punches.
More bear cat. Another two.
So yeah,
But also, Uber
see how
Power, thanks
that
to the 8
plays
months
out. I
resub.
guess I'll just mainly
I hope
depend
you can
on
join the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick
Blue
out of this
4's
scenario.
roll the dice, where they attack, when they attack, what they attack with. Just gonna depend.
So, I mean, Blue 4, they've encircled one cache. They're starting to get on top of it now.
Here's to the Bear Cav X2.
You've got some forces starting to head close. I think this is... No, it's actually Charlie going on the other southern one. But eventually Blue 4 is then going to unify on that southern cache and start pushing to the northern one. Just how quickly will Op4 be able to turn around to start dealing with those caches? I think by the time they notice the second one go down, they'll redeploy everything to the south, but we'll just have to see. So Scout, thanks for the
we're
resub.
seeing,
Help you buy more
we see
coals.
Squeaks
I
on
appreciate
point.
it because we
He is a
might need
combat
it.
engineer,
Hope you
so
join the
they will
operations.
be
Hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario.
responsible for blowing shit up. But yeah, exactly what I anticipated. They're using
ordered
this tree line to the
92
northeast.
fives.
They're setting up in these perfect buildings to get eyes on the or onto this compound. They're seeing that it's pretty.
If someone
desolate.
ordered
They're
92,
sending in
it
their
means they
engineer to
gave
go and blow shit up
$1,656,
under
in which
the
case
watchful eyes of
I'd be
about
close
a
to buying that
dozen
new
of this
computer,
compound.
that's for sure.
So they're doing pretty good as far as their attacking structure. And Squeaks, he's being so paranoid. They're not even sending anyone up with him. Dreek is prone in a
He's the
field.
explosive
Barnes-
specialist. I think he's just going to run up, throw a satchel, and then
Yeah,
run
yeah.
away at this point.
Yeah, he is, but it's just funny to see him like checking all of his corners by himself as everyone watches behind him with bated breath.
Righto, geek.
And Squeaks finds it.
Throw it, Squeaks.
No, he's checking his corners. He's making sure of everything, and yeah, he's
Oh, he's going to plant. Okay.
yeah. I would do the same thing, or what you're saying is just toss a charge and blow it, but that does not seem to be the case
There's
for
the
this one.
detonator. I think one charge should be enough. Sometimes it's not, but I think since it's placed right next to it, it should be okay. Do it, Squeaks. Make it squeak. Make it squeak. Squeaker. He probably said it for 30 seconds, didn't he?
Squeakers and
Fives, I'd like to trust you,
maybe one day.
but that's a really awkward amount of money to give for 92 armed Kodiak attack bears. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to spawn like 30 bears. Today in 2001, Shrek came out. Interesting.
Sure, there it goes. Did
It wasn't
blow up?
enough.
God damn it.
It wasn't enough. The cache is boom boom proof.
It's also on its fucking side.
The cache is still armed and dangerous. Squeak's now going back to the AO to try to check out what's going on. There was no notification. Oh, that cache is angry.
And where's sideways when you need them?
All right, now he's got Barnes with him. They're securing the area. Squeaks,
Honestly,
he's
I would say put 2 charges on it and put the timer for like 5 minutes and just keep going. Like they
Yeah, but what if it
probably
doesn't
know,
go
but-
off like this one, and they're like, I wonder why that cache didn't
Yes.
go off. Blue 4 sending some scouting forces to the northernmost cache. Why am I being told to look at Falcon? What is Falcon doing? Falcon
They're not even
is...
paying a charge. You're just mag dumping it. Squeaks and Barnes.
When in doubt, just start shooting it.
This is-
Falcon, Kermit is trying to fly like a bird. Okay. He keeps jumping while he's running. He's bunny hopping.
Hold on, I want to see him try and actually blow this cache up. He's got a G.
Anyway,
GM launcher as
there were
well.
shots reported by the cache site. Blue 4 just threw another charge. They're
They
running.
dumped 120 rounds of 5.56, 1 charge, and here's another charge.
The cache will not burn. The cache stands like Cadia.
Holy shit.
I mean, the cache, I think it has level 4 body armor at this point. Oh, God, Miller. Miller destroys the cache.
Hey.
Wow, just a lot of... That cache took a lot of punishment, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. It eventually went down. Quite sad.
Mm-hmm. So,
Look
First
at
one
that
goes down.
defensive
What's
line
Falcon
over there, though.
doing now?
Good God. The planet will break before the ammo.
sorry, Kermit. Is he's standing there, menacing. He's a green thumb in a fucking dirt world.
All right, Blue 4 is going to be extra cautious now. Time's running out in that clock. The one issue with these types of ops when you go eggs in one basket is if Blue 4, or I guess the attacking faction in this case, doesn't really understand that the defenders have gone all eggs in one basket, you have a lot of chill time until that happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed. But even then, even if and when that happens, the attacking side can't take any chances.
Here's 15
Because
doors to open
say
to spook
Blue
the
4 laid a
players.
big trap
got
with
it,
a large
Batman.
force in between two caches,
We're up to 16
and
door
Blue 4
opens
just
now.
assumed that the next cache is going to be clear, then they're going to get killed. So I think what they're doing here with Charlie being the scouting force is good. Since the first one was completely devoid of life, they're going to check this one out, see the same thing, and the majority of this force is going to then try probably move north and come in from the east, and we could see how that turns out.
I just got to know if Blue 4 is going to remount their Vix and drive to another target, or if they're going to walk on foot, because this is just going to stall the clock at this point. I just saw an Op 4 guy take a shot. I think that was a Hunt IR round going up. That or just a ricochet. I don't see the parachute deploying, so guess not. Okay. You got Charlie HQ being incredibly cautious as they go to the next cache site to the south. But again, I think Op 4 is going to wise up on this and just try to... I do appreciate how they are locking down some of these open areas around the cache site even further out, like Charlie 2's position. Really great lockdown position, but they're going to be quick to fold. So here's the deal, though. I can now open the doors for the bears to go into buildings now. But if you get me more bears, I now have enough to constantly open the doors to kill people with the bears. So I just need more bears. But more bears means everything can be deadlier.
Sorry, my chat is arguing with me about Patrick Warburton.
Oh, you're fine. I'm talking about how someone has pre-ordered a bunch of door openings, and someone else has they've pre-ordered a lot of bears. And Animals in DayZ can't open doors, so I will open the doors for them. But the bear siege is not going to be immediate. It's going to be as the players are kind of getting themselves set up. So it's going to be funny. I'm just hoping the first person that the bears run into doesn't try to like run upstairs or run onto a rooftop immediately just to plink them off. But I'm debating also if I get a shit ton of bears, I might keep some in reserve after the first one just to see what happens with that first group. But we'll have to see.
We'll have to see. Let's see, when you started that sentence, I thought you were going to say that someone paid for a bunch of door openings and someone paid for a bunch of door closings, so it was going to cancel each other out.
Cancel each other out. Open, close. Open, close.
So that Charlie team, they're now approaching the compound. They see that no one's here. They're going to...
Zhao's checking tents. All right, he's going to find the cache. Throws a charge, but again, it's not going to do anything. He's going to need at least... It was 2 charges and it didn't do anything, so... Oh, took it like a champ. Oh, its ass is exposed. Oh, gosh. I don't think we can stream that.
It's holding it's holding the fatal...
Oh, we got to ban it.
Chow, get out of the fatal funnel.
Jesus.
What the fuck you do?
It's trying to
All the
entice him
wolves
with
on
those
Jake.
succulent bottoms. Of the boxes, I mean.
You got it, New Horizons. Let me...
Oh. And now he's trying to insert himself into the boxes, Lolo.
It's 15 wolves for... Okay. I can't guarantee they're going to aggro on Jake, but I'll spawn them as close as I can.
And no. See, this is why the satchels are so much better.
Yeah, I mean, you get 4 charges, but the charges' blast radius and damage are very limited. People just like having a higher number of them, but satchels, they will get the job done. They will blow up an entire building. They'll destroy a cache. Plus, you get 2 of them. They're very good for this type of stuff.
Those explosive charges are more akin to like a breaching charge or something. They can still blow up a car or something like that, but just You toss them.
I mean, armored vehicles, though, they don't even blow them up. They just knock the wheels or
Exactly.
tracks out, but satchels will get the job done.
Yeah,
That's why I'm always a fan of
like
satchels.
A basic car, like a Humvee or a pickup or something, that'll be blown up with one explosive charge. The satchel, that'll take out everything in the next neighborhood over.
Yep.
Technically, no one spotted it yet. Hear something.
All right.
And there they go. Number 3, will it work?
It has to.
No, they got a 4th. Oh, they should at least.
3
No,
more
no
bears
dice.
plus the $4 I missed earlier and 2 doors.
See, one satchel would have done this.
We're up to 12
It would have
bears,
taken this
guys.
out completely.
Shooting it in frustration, and there it goes.
Hey.
Meanwhile, to the north, we got some gunfire. Bravo Blue 4 engaging Charlie Op 4. Charlie Op 4 taking some casualties.
Yeah, no, this is a great battle line here, at least as far as effectiveness. Charlie 1.
Op 4 don't have any fortifications, though, so it's just open ground versus open ground, and Blue 4 is winning the number game here. AT coming in. AT going out. Goes right above the transport truck, though.
Lucky break for Blue 4. And yeah, this is...
Enfilade fire being delivered by Delta Blue 4.
These guys are veterans. Why don't we even have, like, trenches or something dug?
I think they were trying to move to this. No, they were there, though. I don't know.
Like, all these forces have been here for...
Ooh, AT landing right in front of Sablon. Minimal damage, though, because they're only AT rounds. HE would have killed him.
Yeah. They probably still suffered a little bit of shrapnel, but nowhere near what an HE would have done. So they're going to start pulling back since they're
step
engaged
cash.
and taking
Good God,
casualties.
Tiberius.
Big smoke screen behind them. That should signal to Bravo Blue 4 that they're pulling back. I think they had a bit of blue there, but
Looking to the south, Op 4 had someone in a Dishka car get killed. That was, oh no, Chine died up at Charlie HQ's position, but we have another body in a car. I don't know whose it was, though, because I think they rage quit, because they're not reporting
I
on the
see.
roster anymore.
I see.
Oh, no, it was G-Legs. Okay, it just didn't register in time. So, that Vic got shot up. Engine just got destroyed because we see black smoke coming from it. So these Op 4 guys are going to have to pull back. So really early engagements going on. Op 4 already starting to concede positions. But looking to the south, Bravo 2, for whatever reason, now trying to go on the offensive on a ridge overwatching the previous AO. I don't get why Op 4 is getting stir crazy here. They had great defensive positions, and now they're leaving them or abandoning them outright without any fortifications. Now you got Charlie 2 in heavy engagement. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're perfectly fine. I think this this kind of counterattack here.
No
from
trenches
Red
were
Bull-
dug for Charlie 2 either. Sorry. I'm getting pissed like you in last round.
No, I completely understand and
What was the
emulate your
point?
feelings. But no, this is Red Fort group here who's pushed out. As a bit of a counterattack, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to cause some casualties and slow Blue 4's roll. But as we're already seeing, they're getting outflanked. We have Sam here pushing in from the north, and he's got a machine gun. Is that the MG3? Please tell me that's the MG3. No, that's just a mini-me. But he's still going to be able to let that thing sing.
I'm going to be honest, though. The MG3 is so difficult to control. But, yeah, no, the 249 is going to be great for this role. He already gets one
that's
kill.
one down. And I don't think they even know with all the bullets flying that he's coming from the flank. So that's
Enemies in
one.
249, when you fire them, they're really great at keeping stability. So the MG3, I don't think Sam would be able to perform with that. You need to bipod or at least rest the MG3 in order for it to be truly effective. But if you can, oh my god, that thing will outperform anything. Or if you're in CQC and you have to turn a corner and kill 5 people, then that thing's what you need. But
Ooh. Here comes Kabubi facing Arcor from the flank of Sam, actually. Oh, no, Sam's even been moving even
yep, he's
further.
been moving up as well.
They can take down Tech.
Chow and Lolo firing up at typical. Sam also firing in that direction.
His shots are a little over the place. Arcor's looking in the right
Arcor just
direction.
reacted. There's a bush in the way.
Wait, that's not 5.
Kabui now getting shots here.
Now Kabubi's getting suppressed. The shot's going over him. hitting
Yeah, they might be
Typical
hitting
and-
Trek. They might have gone on typical as well. GL's now
Yeah.
going out. But yeah, this Op 4 force just got completely... It's decimated at this point. Might get wiped.
Yeah, they got 1, maybe 2 kills, but this Blue 4 force led by Lolo, they were able to just immediately adapt their planned move through
Yeah.
the forest. We saw Sam lone wolfing a little bit, I won't lie, but his actions there absolutely broke the defense here, and we're seeing Kabubi Face and Hardcore having to fall back, which
Chow and Lolo pushing.
for Sly and the rest of them to be flanked by Flux and Sismo.
Yeah, they're blindly suppressing right now. They don't even know where they're being attacked from at this rate. They're about to get cut off by Lolo and Chow. Flux pushing forward, though, putting some shots on Trek. Got the other guy killed. Lolo now rushing up. Doesn't spot Tech's body. Flux almost taking out Lolo. Lolo freaking out, firing over at Flux.
And it's just after Kabubi Face
And
and
now
Hardcore.
Chow puts shots at Flux, and Flux just bends
off.
over on a knee and dodges those shots. Good God.
Oh, did he actually Matrix them?
Yep. Oh my God, King just freaking, okay. Yep, CQC headshot to the face. Yeah.
Bolt action sniper, no problem. And I think he's gonna
Splash
pick up his
zone.
AK for yeah, he picked up his AK for a secondary in case he gets in the shit. That's
smart.
beautiful. That is forward thinking.
Blue
So,
4
yeah,
making
no.
some pretty good advances here. Op 4 is really spaced out though.
Look at this huge advance from Alpha and Delta for Blue 4. This massive blue is just coming in from the southeast. They're going to be able. Whoa,
I just saw Alpha 1 fire at Delta HQ here. That a little bit of blue on blue. A lot of forces here. They're going to get bottlenecked on that bridge. That's where I think Op 4 is going to be able to bounce back. But now we have an actual defensive fortification here for Op 4 Charlie 2. 2 machine guns firing out. Now let's see what Blue 4 can do here.
So I held my tongue for a second because if Blue 4 were to push in to the river, and these guys, Danny, Show, and Norris, were to just kind of fold in or
There's
right,
Bayan.
Charlie, Red Fort Charlie could get on the flanks and shred these guys with some amazing.
Yep.
That's actually what they're already doing. I just saw one Blue 4 guy go down and not get back up.
So I wonder if the buildings can also support from this angle. And yes, you are starting to see some machine gun fire from the building in the back line. There's not a good position for these Land Rover HMGs to assist. Blue 4 actually doing a big smoke charge now as they're trying to displace on the left flank, even though we do have a few Op 4 guys on the left, but they're starting to take casualties.
So this is something we've seen before, where an attacking force will smoke over across an open field and then push through that smoke.
Yeah.
Smoke does not stop bullets.
No, it does
A
not.
better alternative in this scenario would be to pop that smoke, pull back, and head southwest to where, let's see, EK, Olaf, Barnes, Squeaks, where they are. Use the terrain to your advantage. Go into that lower ground and get around that firing line. Yes, they had to take contact
Ooh,
here,
man.
but I'd rather fight 4 people than take fire from a dozen or more that are watching over that plateau.
Blue 4 is about to have 3 different engagements in 3 separate spots, putting pressure all across the area here. I don't think Op 4 have the forces in position to deal with all of them. We got Bravo 1 to stop X-Ray and Charlie HQ. Bravo for Op 4. Bravo 1 for Blue 4, meanwhile, is coming along the northern flank. Could sweep in behind and then put the inner garrison under pressure, and that could alleviate the main Blue 4 force that started the engagement to smash through Charlie 2 here, but they need to take out this flanking force here. Otherwise, they're going to get torn to smithereens between Charlie for Op 4 and then this 4-man force flanking from this nice defensive installation. It's concealment, not cover. And Momichi, you got it. Give me 1 second. 5 spiders. All right. So Falcon messaged Don to message me. Falcon has asked me to relay Pierce defending 101. Fuck cover, open fields and shitty covered forest. I'm watching half my team die in open fields. So it looks like X-Ray is in the back line right now. But yeah, I mean, that's what started with these 2 areas out here where Op4 had to quickly pull back. And now it's just turning into a mess. I'm really worried about Charlie because they're going to start getting flanked by the north by Bravo. And Bravo, if they just follow the tree line down, yeah, there's a few fortifications in line, but there's no one really manning them except 2 dudes.
And already I'm seeing these Blue 4 numbers on the eastern side start to thin. They haven't taken a ton of casualties, but it is noticeable. And yeah, we do have that blue for force.
But they're going to sandwich that defensive line. But the Op 4 guys to the south, they've been really holding here. No kills on any of them yet, though.
Interesting.
Blind suppression by EK right there from the smoke grenade.
Woke back up. Yeah, I saw him down Olaf, but he woke back up surprisingly.
Charlie HQ, I called this. They're moving up the riverbed. But they're taking fire from Op 4 Charlie. Op 4 Charlie, I mean, good God, they're holding from so many different flanks right now. And they are just able to maintain this.
And this is what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, they've been able to put...
Norris with the machine gun on 2 kills. Danny getting knocked out from some stray fire. And this other guy taken out.
Attacking the spot is really, really not...
Hey, TW, it's going pretty brutal right now, man. Thanks for the 13-month resub. Hope you enjoyed the DayZ event tonight. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
But they are starting to break the defenses. We see a charge coming in. Martin, Fist, Wheaton, they're pushing through that smoke. 3-man team, nuts to butts, trying to push through.
Yep, Danny's going to be medicing right now because he got knocked unconscious. Norris still up. He's up 2 kills with that PKP. Kernshaw trying to deliver some fire right now.
I think Danny's headbutt.
He might be because he's currently in a corner bandaging, now pulling away from that corner.
Oh, yeah,
Grenade attack going in. And now you got the internal defensive structures firing at Bravo, but Bravo's now stalling. They're picking off who they can, and Charlie's loading up in the gas, and they're pulling back. Now they're going to realize that that bridge has a stairwell. Don't go for it. Nope, they dismount right in front of it. All right.
It'd be funny if they tried to block it.
Yeah, right. It's technically illegal, though.
Technically, yeah, but yeah, you know, you're right.
50 cal Land Rover's now on the hill. It's firing into the building, trying to suppress it. 50 cal can penetrate into it as well. Hold on, look at King's position. All the way on the northwestern side. He's taking an enemy gun that we talked about earlier. And he's now getting right on top of this Op 4 defensive line.
Yeah, using that AK-74, honestly, that sound aspect really plays a lot of it. It is one of the 5 key senses. And when you don't have smell, you don't have taste in Arma,
what's he
you know,
going
you
on
have
about?
to rely on the others.
Takes out that guy. Double taps him. Steve drops right in front of him. King gets the last shot. Green Shade folding in, doesn't realize that's an enemy shooter because it's a friendly gun. King comes out, mag dumps Green Shade. And they didn't hear it coming because it sounded like a friendly gun. Grav now running around. He goes prone. He knows something's up. Trying to fire at King's feet. King then quickly runs out, realizing he's being shot at. He's coming around. Grav going guns up. But Grav... Oh, the trade!
Headshot trade. Blow for blow.
Wow.
King. What does King end on? I gotta know.
I think that was 4 or 5 kills. Yeah. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
He made up, though, because a lot of his group got cut down over to the southwest. They've been very heavily decimated here. Op 4, though, that outer group also had a lot cut down. It's just Leg 2 fighting Cake here and Arma Jesus. So eventually they'll be able to trickle in. Meanwhile, Op 4 have lost a lot of their force on the flank. Norris has died. Kernshaw being the only one alive. Still have these 4 Op 4 guys in the back, but they managed to take out EK and Olaf. They are down. So that can start harassing the southern side of Blue 4. It's still looking like anyone's game, though.
Here comes Muniz. Does he have a GL?
Bay's dead.
He might. No,
Flux,
he doesn't.
King Michael are down.
I think he's just a rifle or an assist or something. So he's got maybe a couple
really
frags
heavy
and then
names dead
G36.
tonight.
He could do something here. He sees the backside of Kevin, but that Gorka actually pretty well camouflaging him. He's probably also holding his trigger, waiting to get nice and close, get a clean shot. He's got one on Dylan right there. Clean.
No, there's a little bit of definitely cover for Wiki.
Does not know what happened.
F to the
He's
king.
used that fire. He's gonna push around, try and find another angle. He might find.
Wow, AT just went through, knocked out Killer Wolf. It went into the HQ building that Op 4 is really trying to fortify here, the radar HQ. They gotta be careful though, because the objective building, it's got a good amount of defenses though. Now you got Blue 4 running down to the river. They're gonna go for a cross. Catnip doing some suppressive fire, but no one on Op 4 is overwatching this position now. I think they're in defilade cover. But no, there's just no Op 4 there, period, because they're being suppressed by that M2 Vic.
It is double tap the body. I know you got a headshot on the back of his head, but you got to double tap it.
There it is. Good double tap. Olaf and X still down. Mackenzie trying to get close by. He is the medic. Colin and Bad here. Bad on 2 kills. Nice, but good little bit of backline harassment to stop some extra guys trickling in, but Blue 4 has a lot of people in here. It could still really go either way.
I feel like the fact they've crossed this river is a big start for them. And yeah, like you said, they crossed just the river. They didn't even bother using the bridge that Sablon. He's actually hiding in the bush under the truck. He's got an an SVD. It's not the best close quarters weapon, unfortunately, for him. Like you said, they are using them very effectively for the defensive aspect of this. Blue 4 needs to deal with it somehow. Lolo's pushing up that G36. He's going to try and hop in, I think. Can't quite get the interact. Oh, finds a window. Oh no, it's going to be bad.
Bearded Lord, thanks for the 50-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Sorry, that was crashing in, and it just popped over its front wheel and hitting a tree. Those strong finished trees, they'll do you dirty, just like Oro getting headshot there.
Coming around the rear there.
So he's down for the count.
I don't know. I feel like Op4 have the numbers to resist this, but where the actual objective is, I mean, I think Blue 4 might be able to sneak this one out.
Oh, Catnip just threw a satchel charge.
That's going to kill these 2 unconscious guys.
And everyone else in there, I think. Yep, that was way more than 2. That was way more than 2. And while that narrows down the buildings that they have to clear, honestly, that takes care of the entire problem.
Yeah, that's why I love satchels. That's why I love satchels.
No shot. No shot. Eagle actually wakes back up in the rubble, dusts himself off, but he's got to be stunned from that.
Kermit doing his best. I'm watching him get hits, but he's not landing any kill shots. Now using his handgun, taking suppressive fire. Op4 needs to rally forces from those buildings over to this building, or at least push some sort of counterattack. Eagle waking back up, gets a kill. Lolo pushes him, but is unable to...
For Christ's sake.
Remember, aiming down your sights is better than just spraying bullets all over the damn place. There we go.
In front of all the bodies. Yeah, he finally got him.
Speaking of aiming, finally we see Kermit get a kill with that AKS. All right, so this Blue 4 attack has actually been stopped. A lot of people are unconscious. Seasmo waking back up, though. And Blue Op4, yep, they're rallying more forces to head into the building. We might see a small Op4 bounce back.
Because, I mean, I think they've noticed that not a lot of Blue 4 is coming from the west, like I imagine it would be. So, I mean, we still have Revenge. X-Ray is still out there somewhere. But, yeah, now we're gonna have 4 or 5, even 6 maybe inside that building. The problem with blowing up that building was that Blue 4 just kind of stuck around.
Yeah, they should have pulled back the cover or something, but they stayed there and just got picked off.
Super exposed to Saddam and his group over there to the west. That whole base of fire was able to open up on them once the building was no longer existing. So I don't disagree with the call to blow it, but it just had repercussions.
Blue 4 still have the numbers. It's really going to rely on Colin and Bad Recce to hit the rear of this Blue 4 force trickling on this one angle, but we still have Arma Jesus and Cake here on the outskirts to worry about. Op4, we still have quite a few guys outside of where the action is right now, not really being utilized effectively. And Blue 4, I mean, they still have a lot of people to trickle in, but they're all kind of scattered at this point, so it's going to be up to these scattered fights. We see Colin and Bad Recce knocking out Nuclear Goat. Savan going prone right now, doesn't realize where those shots are coming from. He's got an MG3, though. If he can stabilize it, then he can get some really nice shots, but the tree is kind of blocking his view of Colin and Bad Recce. Bad Recce firing AT, hits just short of the Land Rover. Sharky checking the gun there, realizing it's probably disabled. But now Blue 4 pushing across the dam, staying in the low ground.
Yeah, and right now that building is smoked out and pretty damn tough. I wonder. Here, hold on. Oh, so this is interesting. I think it's because of the because this is an Arma 2 port.
Yep.
Yeah, from inside the building, they don't see the smoke. If you go inside where caches and look at the
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, they don't see that smoke. So even though they're smoking out that building, it's not effective just because of how this building is, I guess, programmed.
Blue 4 on the first floor. They're in the breach. Azuki trying to hold. Gets gunned down by multiple different directions. Cash is on the second floor, so if a satchel gets thrown up here, it's GG. Jokero running up and free-firing. And he's taken out by Herb. Wheaton caught in a grenade throw. Herb was caught in a grenade throw. Wheaton forced to pull back. Kermit running on the rooftop gets shot multiple times. That was a really bad call. You don't want to be on the open. Open rooftop like that? Not good.
I don't know why he pushed down. He pushed down there and got killed.
Stom getting taken out. N1 taking out Wheaton. But they're out of defenders here. They only have N1, and the northern group's getting harassed by X-Ray. I think it's GG.
Here comes Blom. He's going to push up the stairs and not find anyone. And if he doesn't, he checks his right. Yep, he sees that cache. What does he have to work with? I think he's checking that himself.
Yep. AT. I mean, we've got an AT gunner coming up. Seismo. Though it looks like he's already spent. He's picked up an enemy PKM. No, that's PKV. My bad. Muniz now running over. If Blam can find something to hit that cache, he's golden. He's got to look for AT or explosive specialist or something that he can convert.
I think that's what he's doing.
He's going for the mag dump.
Fuck it.
That's going to make N1 want to come up there. He is crippled, but he's going. Blam's not going to be able to get the cache destroyed by the time N1 gets up there. Again, wasting time with grenades. Grenades don't do shit to the cache.
This is the worst possible time because he has to reload.
Blam now reloading.
Oh, but he pulls around the corner.
N1 can't get the angle, but he gets the kill anyway because he committed.
Nice.
N1 going to be holding. Pierce tries to cross. He gets shot. Now it's a 3-person fight. Well, no, 5-person because Colin and Bad Reki still on the rear of this Blue 4 group. They can still do damage and stop these guys from coming over, but it's up to Thomas and N1 and Appa to hold, but they're ways away. Sharky trying to get Colin there. Colin returning fire. Sharky gets Colin. I think we're just delaying the inevitable here. Seismo with that PKP though, that's gonna be it to mag dump that cache. N1 though, forming defensive. If I was N1, I would be waiting on that stairwell, just kind of watching down.
I think it's a good spot. He's actually the barrel of his gun is actually sticking out just a little bit.
Yep.
No, not anymore, but that's the kind of thing you got to be kind of mindful.
Pierce woke back up and tries to run in. Muniz takes him out though.
No way. After all
Thomas
that
got
time.
knocked out though on the rear by Kakir. Appa's gonna stay defensive. It's 3 people. I think this is it. With 12 minutes remaining, it's enough time for Blue 4 to come in.
Yeah, and only a couple people left up. This is a great defense from Blue 4. Or sorry, from Red 4. Excuse me. Honestly, like say what you will about the all eggs in one basket, but they really did a good job in trying to defend this, and I think it just came down to strokes of luck. Ooh, Muniz.
Yeah, he crawled. He's gonna go around the lawn way.
Yeah.
Seismo doesn't learn. That might hurt Muniz. At least he gets the kill there. Oh my god.
I'm gonna join you all up here.
Oh, that was brilliant. Oh. I have no words. I think it's GG at this point, but I just...
What Seismo did?
Yep. Okay. Seismo, the cache. You could literally control space and scroll. That door to just be barely open. You can just mag dump the cache from a little slit, but that's fine.
I think he's just gonna mag dump the rest because he has no threats within a country mile.
Yeah, he's gonna have friendlies come up, and then they're gonna start mag dumping after he can secure that position.
Him, and then they're gonna lose the round before it. Like
Friendly
that.
fire moment?
Oh!
Like that. Like that.
I'm glad I can feel it.
And then Wiki goes in. He's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Why did I hear more gunfire?
Because Wiki tried to kill Nuclear Goat as well.
Oh my god.
I'm confused.
Certified Pierce game.
Appa died.
Certified
Certified
Pierce
Pierce
is on red for. This is blue for we're talking about.
If Pierce is leading,
Spies.
it is a certified Pierce game. Get it right.
This is a certified Pierce moment.
That's right. Bad Recce, he knocked out Corporal Fist, but if he dies, I mean, it's GG that way,
It's
too.
GG
Like,
anyway.
good God.
Christ.
All right, Bad, just literally somehow get to the cache before Blue 4 wises up to blowing it up, and then just Iron Man. I don't freaking
I don't
know.
even realize that he's that the guy upstairs is friendly. I think they still think he's hostile.
I hope he double taps him. That will make my night.
I know, right? It must have been the PKP. He must have seen like the barrel or some part of the gun and assumed.
All right, there's
And you know what
hostiles
I'm
up there.
assuming does?
We need to wait for reinforcements. Assuming makes an ass out of you and me.
It does.
All right, Bad Recce. You don't know this, but you have some friendlies in Blue 4 trying to help you. Unfortunately, one of them is Arma Jesus, and he's smart, and he has AT.
There's a spy among us.
I want to see another grenade throw that kills someone. Wiki has made it up. He's now checking to see if Seismo does a ninja flip, trying to kill Wiki from the grave. Unfortunately, it dealt no damage.
And, oof.
Yeah, the flying roundhouse missed.
And there's the mag dump. Did he only have 3
Wow.
bullets left in the box?
He
Yes,
did.
yes, he did.
Oh, do you have more ammo? You only have 3 bullets. Can I have that ammo? Bad Recce. Here he comes. Suppress shooter. Who?
Nuclear, come on. You have the MG3. Please just go upstairs.
No, they're scared, man.
Kick
We're
here.
stuck.
They're
You need
scared
to
of each
assassinate
other.
Bad Recce.
This shit bombs me.
Cake here. Get the kill. Sharky. Oh god, there's the kill by Cake here. Alright, it's GG. Op 4 eliminated. Call it. Call it.
It's done.
Op 4 eliminated.
We did it! Yay!
It's time for
God,
pain for
that
pain suffering.
sucks.
It sucked for you? Oh man, dude, Pierce was playing fucking ping pong with the X-ray.